Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Remove with or as if with a ladle. Filled with a great quantity. Table laden with food. Burdened psychologically or mentally. Laden with grief. Fill or place a load on. Remove with or as if with a ladle. Fill or place a load on. Remove with or as if with a ladle. Ladle the water out of the bowl. A spoon-shaped vessel with a long handle, frequently used to transfer liquids from one container to another. Put a liquid into a container by means of a ladle. Ladle soup into the bowl. Filled with a great quantity. Laden is not current usage. Having an abundant supply of money or possessions of value. Not merely rich but loaded. Filled with a great quantity. A tray loaded with dishes. Very drunk. Of statements or questions, charged with associative significance and often meant to mislead or influence. A loaded question. Of weapons, charged with ammunition. A loaded gun. Burdened psychologically or mentally. Oppressed by a sense of failure. A quantity that can be processed or transported at one time. The system broke down under excessive loads. Corrupt, debase, or make impure by adding a foreign or inferior substance, often by replacing valuable ingredients with inferior ones. A deposit of valuable ore occurring within definite boundaries separating it from surrounding rocks. Goods carried by a large vehicle. Provide a device with something necessary. He loaded his gun carefully. Wait to be borne or conveyed. The front part of a guided missile or rocket or torpedo that carries the nuclear or explosive charge or the chemical or biological agents. Fill or place a load on. Load a car. An onerous or difficult concern. That's a load off my mind. An amount of alcohol sufficient to intoxicate. He got a load on and started a brawl. Electrical device to which electrical power is delivered. Put something on a structure or conveyance. Load the bags onto the trucks. The power output of a generator or power plant. Transfer from a storage device to a computer's memory. Fill or place a load on. Increase in phase. The time when the moon is fully illuminated. The moon is at the full. To the greatest degree or extent, completely or entirely. Full, in this sense, is used as a combining form. Fully grown. Constituting the full quantity or extent, complete. Gave full attention. Having the normally expected amount. Gives full measure. Complete in extent or degree and in every particular. A full game. Having ample fabric. A full skirt. Filled to satisfaction with food or drink. A full stomach. Being at a peak or culminating point. Full summer. Beat for the purpose of cleaning and thickening. Full the cloth. Containing as much or as many as is possible or normal. A full glass. Make a garment fuller by pleating or gathering. Of sound, having marked deepness and body. Full tones. Bearing a physically heavy weight or load. Tree limbs burdened with ice. Bearing a heavy burden of work or difficulties or responsibilities. She always felt burdened by the load of paperwork. The income or profit arising from such transactions as the sale of land or other property. Be capable of holding or containing. This box won't take all the items. Remove something concrete, as by lifting, pushing, or taking off, or remove something abstract. Take the gun from your pocket. Serve oneself to, or consume regularly. I don't take sugar in my coffee. Make a film or photograph of something. Take a scene. Be designed to hold or take. This surface will not take the dye. Require time or space. Take somebody somewhere. Can you take me to the main entrance? Have sex with. Archaic use. He had taken this woman when she was most vulnerable. Have with oneself. Have on one's person. She always takes an umbrella. Receive or obtain regularly. We take the Times every day. Admit into a group or community. Head into a specified direction. Pick out, select, or choose from a number of alternatives. Take into consideration for exemplifying purposes. Assume, as of positions or roles. Interpret something in a certain way. Convey a particular meaning or impression. How should I take this message? Lay claim to, as of an idea. Accept or undergo, often unwillingly. Make use of or accept for some purpose. Take a risk. Take something or somebody with oneself somewhere. Engage for service under a term of contract. Shall we take a guide in Rome? Be stricken by an illness, fall victim to an illness. Take on a certain form, attribute, or aspect. Take as an undesirable consequence of some event or state of affairs. Get into one's hands, take physically. Can you take this bag, please? Require as useful, just, or proper. It takes nerve to do what she did. Occupy or take on. Receive willingly something given or offered. Be a student of a certain subject. Proceed along in a vehicle. Point or cause to go, blows, weapons, or objects such as photographic equipment, towards. Ascertain or determine by measuring, computing or take a reading from a dial. Take a pulse. Be seized or affected in a specified way. Take sick. Buy, select. I'll take a pound of that sausage. Carry out. Take action. Experience or feel or submit to. Obtain by winning. Winner takes all. Take by force. Take into one's possession. I'll take 3 salmon steaks. The act of photographing a scene or part of a scene without interruption. travel or go by means of a certain kind of transportation, or a certain route. He takes the bus to work. Remove something concrete, as by lifting, pushing, or taking off, or remove something abstract. Buy and consume food from a restaurant or establishment that sells prepared food. Take out or remove. Take away apart from, diminish. Remove from a certain place, environment, or mental or emotional state. Transport into a new location or state. Get rid of something abstract. Take from a person or place. Break from a meeting or gathering. Remove something concrete, as by lifting, pushing, or taking off, or remove something abstract. This machine withdraws heat from the environment. Cause to be returned. Lose interest. Retire gracefully. Pull back or move away or backward. Keep away from others. Take back what one has said. Make a retreat from an earlier commitment or activity. Withdraw from active participation. Release from something that holds fast, connects, or entangles. Remove, a commodity, from a supply source. Remove something concrete, as by lifting, pushing, or taking off, or remove something abstract. Remove a threat. Kill intentionally and with premeditation. Go away or leave. Dispose of. Cause to leave. Get rid of something abstract. The death of her mother removed the last obstacle to their marriage. Shift the position or location of, as for business, legal, educational, or military purposes. He removed his children to the countryside. Degree of figurative distance or separation. Just one remove from madness. Remove from a position or an office. Make full, also in a metaphorical sense. Fill or stop up. Become full. Eat until one is sated. Make full, also in a metaphorical sense. Fill a container. Any material that fills a space or container. There was not enough fill for the trench. Occupy the whole of. The liquid fills the container. Become full. The pool slowly filled with water. Fill, satisfy or meet a want or need or conscience or restriction. Assume, as of positions or roles. Eat until one is sated. He filled up on turkey. Fill to satisfaction. Appoint someone to a position or a job. A quantity sufficient to satisfy. He ate his fill of potatoes. Plug with a substance. Fill a cavity. Make full, also in a metaphorical sense. Writing or music that is excessively sweet and sentimental. Walk through mud or mire. Wet feed, especially for pigs, consisting of mostly kitchen waste mixed with water or skimmed or sour milk. Feed pigs. Deep soft mud in water or slush. They waded through the slop. Cause or allow, a liquid substance, to run or flow from a container. Ladle clumsily. Slop the food onto the plate. Usually plural. Wastewater from a kitchen or bathroom or chamber pot that has to be emptied by hand. She carried out the sink slops. Usually plural. Weak or watery unappetizing food or drink. He lived on the thin slops that food kitchens provided. Load anew. She reloaded the gun carefully. Place a new load on. The movers reloaded the truck. A large tall chimney through which combustion gases and smoke can be evacuated. A list in which the next item to be removed is the item most recently stored, LIFO. Arrange in stacks. Stack your books up on the shelves. A storage device that handles data so that the next item to be retrieved is the item most recently stored, LIFO. Often followed by of, a large number or amount or extent. An orderly pile. Arrange the order of so as to increase one's winning chances. Stack the deck of cards. Load or cover with stacks. Stack a truck with boxes. Place too much a load on. Rip off. Ask an unreasonable price. An additional charge, as for items previously omitted or as a penalty for failure to exercise common caution or common skill. Charge an extra fee, as for a special service. Fill to an excessive degree. The air was surcharged with tension. Fill to capacity with people. The air raids had surcharged the emergency wards. Print a new denomination on a stamp or a banknote. Show an omission in an account, for which credit ought to have been given. Load an aircraft with bombs. Load with a pack. Place too much a load on. Rip off. Ask an unreasonable price. A price that is too high. Place too much a load on. Don't overload the car. An excessive burden. Fill to excess so that function is impaired. An electrical load that exceeds the available electrical power. Become overloaded. The aerator overloaded. Press down tightly. A cream that cleanses and tones the skin. An exclusive circle of people with a common purpose. Have with oneself. Have on one's person. She packs a gun when she goes into the mountains. Hike with a backpack. Every summer they are backpacking in the Rockies. Compress into a wad. Press tightly together or cram. The crowd packed the auditorium. An association of criminals. A pack of thieves. A large indefinite number. Load with a pack. Have the property of being packable or of compacting easily. Such odd-shaped items do not pack well. A bundle, especially one carried on the back. A complete collection of similar things. A convenient package or parcel, as of cigarettes or film. A group of hunting animals. Arrange in a container. Pack the books into the boxes. A sheet or blanket, either dry or wet, to wrap around the body for its therapeutic effect. carry, as on one's back. Fill to capacity. This singer always packs the concert halls. Seal with packing. Pack the faucet. Set up a committee or legislative body with one's own supporters so as to influence the outcome. Pack a jury. Treat the body or any part of it by wrapping it, as with blankets or sheets, and applying compresses to it, or stuffing it to provide cover, containment, or therapy, or to absorb blood. The nurse packed gauze in the wound.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.